Tonight, Bill, can you?
You're listening to the Doug Stanhope Podcast.
So are we rolling now?
Yes, we are.
All right.
We're rolling. Brian Hennigan is going to tell me what I can expect.
Well, here the exciting thing is I don't entirely I don't know for sure what we can expect.
We're going to Asia. Jenny just walked in. She came to pick up Chad Shank, but now she might get roped into this. When's the last time you were back in Thailand?
When I was 3.
When you were 3. So what can I expect?
Yeah, let's have some local knowledge then.
Nothing.
She's got nothing.
La-
So we're going to March. We're doing this Asia tour.
Yeah, we take off from San Diego the day after the last San Diego gig.
Sold out, by the way.
Sold out.
Yep.
Yeah,
all
but
three.
by the way, we should maybe define what sold out means again.
No, you know what? Oh my God. Sold out. It means there's no more seats. There is no list. There's no secret fucking chairs. I don't know what they think, but
You can't email Chad Shank, ask him for help getting
Yeah.
you tickets.
So
Chad Shanks had somebody busted his balls. Hey, can you talk Stanhope into getting me on the list? That fucking magical list.
More than one, yeah.
So the first stop is Hong Kong, which is one of the easier stops, shall we say?
Now you've been to Hong Kong. I've not been
to Hong Kong. I think is one of the most magnificent cities in the world, second only to Tokyo, and it changed my life living in Hong Kong twice. So
Wait, you lived in Hong Kong?
well, the first time I basically lived in Hong Kong. I was there for 3 months.
Weren't you teaching English?
No, I was in between China and Japan. But I hadn't worked out what I was going to do initially after China. So I lived in this hostel, shared a room with 9 Filipino workers in like a triple bunk bed situation. So it was actually 8 Filipino workers.
Which bunk did you have? This is
The bottom one.
the bottom one. Oh, you were king boss.
I was told off one night one morning. They said, "You can't keep coming home drunk and getting naked in the room." Because I was hammered.
We still can't break him of that.
So
Nor can we break him of that Scottish cheap where he goes, "Oh, I'll just share your room." You can either be naked
Or share a room?
or get your
anyway,
How did that resolve, by the way?
What do you mean?
Did you end up putting on trousers?
I think I just made a mental note not to do that when I came home drunk.
All right, so that's what we have to do.
Yeah. And then I lived there.
That notebook is full.
I lived there for 6 months with the saintly Rebecca when she was a hedge fund manager in Hong Kong.
Oh, so both times you lived with other people that worked for a living.
Yeah.
Did she have similar rules about you getting drunk and naked?
Not initially. But
So what's so great about Hong Kong other than, I know it's like
it's interesting because Hong Kong is in effect, as far as I can tell, the nearest there is to a genuine libertarian state. Which is odd because it's part of the People's Republic of China, which is ostensibly socialist. There is almost no welfare support system, but the city runs itself incredibly well.
So they don't spit on you like in China proper?
Yeah, that used to be an issue. You still see spittoons around the place.
Says there's a lot of these countries that have really fucked up rules. They're very strict on one thing, but not the other.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I have to do them all in 2 weeks or whatever it is. Like I have a prescription for Xanax, but I'm sure there's one country that doesn't recognize that prescription. It's still fucking illegal.
I would say all of them.
I'm going to have to go with all of them. It's not like I'm going to keister my bottle for 2 days in Vietnam. Yeah, you should just shove that bottle up your ass just to be safe. So yeah, I'm going to have to go on over
the counters though. You could
but who knows about over the counters? You know what? Maybe by then I won't need them. Maybe I'll sleep naturally. Maybe I'll have a change of heart about my lifestyle and have Brian Hennigan in some fucking thatch hut holding me while I shiver. Just need to get it out of my system a few days.
I'd picture that with you guys in bunk beds, by the way.
All right, so Hong Kong, you know.
Hong Kong, I know.
Then we go to Singapore, which
I don't know.
I've been to the
You've been
airport.
there. You've been to the airport?
Yeah, so it's fine.
Yeah.
I almost went to Singapore, and the club owner was trying to get bands from Guam to go out there, and I just got skeeved out. It's just too many. It was about the time when the kid got caned and stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, I'm with a fucking 3 other dudes. One guy, I'm not worried about him, but the other guys, he'll try to sneak it's just a half a joint. It's not even a full joint, and then that would be a
like
thing.
the fuckhead in North Korea that tried to steal a sign for a memento.
Poster or
Poster,
something.
yeah.
Yeah, so I saw, and then the guy was also, he kept upping the money. And then and then I heard that he also takes your passports when you get there.
What?
Yeah, and then you only get one-way tickets.
His name was Fagin. Big red flag.
Yeah, it's just too much, and then being, that far away and everything that was going on. But I think you'll have fun.
Yeah, Singapore, there's not that you have any worries about it. And then...
It's really clean city.
But then Thailand, Jenny, if there's any kind of missive that you want to write down that I could smuggle in and give to family members that are still left behind there, this is a picture of her now.
Yeah.
She's a grown woman.
Nobody cares.
And then after that, it's Vietnam.
Well, have you been to Thailand?
Funnily enough, I haven't.
It's not funny at all.
Well, it's funny to me, but it's kind of obvious, so I didn't bother going.
Yeah, are we going to have any time off there? Janae just texted me. She's a friend. She was at the Phoenix thing. Yeah, she's a poker player, or was. I can't quite remember. Oh, I'm going to be in Bangkok while you're there. You want to drink on St. Patrick's Day? And I don't fucking know where I'm going to be, how much time I'm going to have before and after. Is it?
I mean, bear in mind that we're flying internationally at this point, so it's more stressful flying than domestic.
So every flight is
basically
customs.
Every flight is customs.
It's kind of like Scandinavia, where all right,
but further apart, the distances are not close like in Europe. That's the problem.
I have no idea.
So the flight from
logistics.
Bangkok, to Tokyo is 5.5 hours.
Tokyo is right now. Tokyo is your last date on the tour.
Bangkok, and then fly day, and then Tokyo gig.
Well, we have Vietnam too.
Sorry, yeah, whatever.
Ho Chi Minh City.
Yeah,
Ho Chi Minh City.
I just saw Apocalypse Now again.
I'm trying to think of which one's scariest to me, which they all are for different reasons. Singapore being the least, since I've been to the airport. They probably remember me.
Wait, that kid. Didn't you play poker with that kid in Singapore?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's all I remember of that whole thing. And there's a butterfly garden in the airport.
Yeah.
Changi.
Yeah, Changi
is always voted the best airport in the world. So, I remember it as being fine. It was just fine. Anyway, Ho Chi Minh City, Bangkok. I picture both of them screaming motorcycles, chickens and shit in the road, and that's the main highway. Yeah, and I'm scared of bad plumbing, shitting in holes.
It'll be like going to Hereford.
Well, I've talked to that guy. I did an interview with this guy in Cambodia that has some, expats kind of blogger. I don't know what the fuck it is, a zine, however they communicate over there. And I said something about shitting in a hole and not having toilet paper. And he said something to the effect of they have bidets, but it's like a hand bidet. Like you carry your own bidet and squirt water up your ass so you don't need toilet paper. That doesn't make sense.
What, like an ear plunger?
Carry a cup. And they have a bucket.
Could you get to talk on mic? Oh, she's fucking with me.
No, for real. You get to carry a cup. You have your personal cup, and you have a bucket, and it has water, and you dip that, and then you wash your hiney with it, sir.
That was when you were 3. That can't be true.
Well, probably not for tourists.
No, it's
For like
genetic.
villagers
It's
and
genetic.
stuff.
All right, I'm going to carry 2 things in my travel bag. It's going to be a block of cheese and toilet paper.
Yeah.
If they have proper plumbing, I use the toilet paper. Otherwise, I eat a lot of cheese and save it for the next country,
So we used
hoping for the best.
So that's how we used to do it in the army. If you'd go out and there wasn't facilities and you had to go to the field for long periods of time, so you just stock up on peanut butter and cheese, and then you'd have to worry about it for a while.
That's great.
Maybe I just get a butt plug.
Yeah. Just get you a basket of water balloons. Just throw them at your own ass.
You just gave away that good butt plug as well.
The good one?
Not the good. The good one was. I still have the good one.
No, I meant the one, one that Floyd got you.
I don't. I'm not following the inside joke.
The
here.
one we took to LA, or you took to LA.
There's a butt plug with someone gave me a butt plug with mother's picture on the back of it on the stopper, and
No, I think you're talking about the electrified one.
Yeah, that one.
Oh yeah, the one the 1917 Elmer Niederhaus butt plug.
The medical device.
It's from from 1917. It was this antique thing Floyd found at some estate sale, and it was it was for prostate. It was a questionable medical device where you shoved it in your ass and it plugged it into a wall.
A cord came out, a 110 cord.
Yeah. It had a light bulb on it so you'd know it was working, I guess. But it was for better prostate health. So I re-gifted that.
Yeah, I can't imagine the degree of confidence you'd have to have in technology to put something in your
110.
butt plug
110 will kill you.
and then into a wall socket.
Sometimes that's the only way you can come.
You'd have to be having some severe prostate problems to be like, all right, I'm going to try this. Fuck it.
You could get Kenny to do it on a dare. Bet you $20 he won't plug this into the wall and stick it up your ass. What is it? We'll tell you after.
So and then that'll be Asia, and there'll be 10 days or 12 days of like, oh, thank fuck that's over, and then it's on to Australia.
Japan is the one that I know what Tokyo is like as far as just the traffic. Like you drive through the city for 2 hours and it still seems like the center of a major metropolitan city. It's like fucking 80 Manhattans in a fucking row. And you're like, we're still in the heart. Yeah, it goes on
That's
and
where like
on.
6 streets dump into one intersection, and when you're allowed to cross, everyone's just crossing every which way. Yeah. I figured you'd go there because of get some good sushi or something.
Oh yeah, once I'm in, it's the traffic getting in and out. It's like New York.
Can you guys carry a GoPro with you maybe when you go do that? I watch
you have to in Japan.
I watch a lot of these videos and they're funny where like there's people on bicycles trying to turn this way like shit, and then the giant truck comes this way and tries to avoid the guy who cut him off, and then he falls over on top of the guy on the bicycle. Those are hilarious. So maybe you guys could have some.
Are we
going to
be tall over there?
Yeah, well, we'll certainly be normal, shall we say. They've been using a lot of milk products more recently, so they've probably got bigger.
I've heard that the reason that the highest rates of smoking and the lowest rates of lung cancer in Asia are because they don't use dairy. Dairy is not a staple of their diet, and that was a theory floated about why they smoke like chimneys. Fuck, that's another question. Is how many of those places can you still smoke in a bar?
Well, probably quite a few.
What about Japan's gonna have kiboshed that by now?
I think Japan will have kiboshed it.
But the Japanese still smoke a lot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you think that they're that westernized that they're gonna have
they
you
probably have
stand
little
25
tiny,
meters from the door?
Yeah, little tiny robotic vending caskets that you can lay down. It brings you in. You can smoke in a phone booth, and then it pushes you out in 7 minutes. Arigato. Arigato.
It includes the cigarette smoke. You don't even have to have a cigarette. You just close it in. And
Robotic arm comes and puts a cigarette in your mouth and lights it.
They do have a lot of vending machines over there. You might enjoy that.
But he's been there before.
To Tokyo?
Well, not proper.
Oh,
I mean, I played Japan and Korea in '94,
Yeah.
but we never left the military bases. It was just playing for GIs. And we didn't have any money. We went out into wherever in Japan and went to a McDonald's back when you were really amused to see a McDonald's with, characters instead of, and it was $9 for a fucking Big Mac. Fuck this.
That's Okinawa?
We were Okinawa, Masawa, Zama.
You're making those
Places.
up.
making those places up. I've never heard of
I don't believe any of those
Something
are real
Mawa,
places.
something. I don't know.
Masawa and Zama
I don't know.
Jimbawa, Umawa.
Ungawa.
and Okinawa. But I saw nothing. I did go out a little bit in Korea just because it was really cheap. Japan was at the height of them buying up the entire United States and all that, so everything was expensive. I'm sure it still is.
Yeah. Well, yes and no.
Where you're going to be, it's probably going to be expensive.
Nowhere's particularly expensive with the dollar where it is just now, but hopefully that'll change.
I'm gonna get so fucking confused, like, day after day, going to different countries, figuring out, should I buy duty free? Is it gonna be cheaper there? Like, that would be a great drunk move, is to just panic and buy a fucking $80 plastic jug bottle of fucking vodka in Japan and bring it to Thailand, where it's like a nickel a fucking shot.
Yeah, I think I would only be looking to buy it going into Japan.
Yeah, and that's our last stop. So
Yeah.
cigarettes.
Well, what about
even if I
Bangkok?
do
Is it
quit.
cheap in Bangkok?
My hunch says yes.
Yeah, I've had a lot of people contact me about Bangkok. Hey, if you want to go out, I'll give you the tour. I'll show you this and that. And they always say liquor is fucking cheap. Well, then I don't need you. No one from Japan has said, hey, I'll buy all the drinks you want. I could taste Blue Apron on that. Sometimes a puke belch is the best belch when it's brought to you by BlueApron.com.
How do you? Why is that?
Enchiladas.
Why would you say that was a puke belch? There's no puke came out.
But you swallowed
You
it.
didn't see it?
There was no, puke doesn't come out of your mouth on a puke belch. It rises in the back of your throat and reminds you of fantastic memories of Blue Apron. I just belched up black bean enchiladas.
Spicy black bean enchiladas. Couldn't even use all the spice in that one.
As though Blue Apron wasn't affordable enough, I try to stretch it into 2 or 3 meals by belching up mimosa belches with yesterday's Blue Apron still in them.
That's a great name for a band, the Mimosa Belches.
Well, don't keep all those great Blue Apron belches to yourself, Doug. Share with the rest of us.
Blue Apron is treating Doug Stanhope podcast listeners
Like shit. Like fodder like sheep.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's
that-
Blue Apron now.
Yeah.
They're pissed.
You'll be cutting that out.
Hi, Bingo. Hello?
I've locked myself out my brain.
Hello?
Hi.
Hi. Hey, what's for dinner tonight, honey?
Pancakes and scrambled eggs.
How about something different? How about we try BlueApron.com?
Okay, I'm on the podcast, aren't I?
Well, not any part you won't get cut out of.
Blue Apron is the most amazing thing I've ever eaten my whole life. Except I've never tried it, but I think it's great.
Well, this is the best time in the world to try Blue Apron, because coming up is spicy chicken and stir-fried vegetables with jasmine rice, or soy-glazed Korean rice cakes with broccoli and soft-boiled eggs.
Hey, that's racist.
What is?
Korean?
I said soft.
Soft Korean.
There's also veggie options. That's what Tracey and I get. Creamy fusilli bukkake pasta with
Ooh,
fried
bukkake pasta.
with fried rosemary and walnuts. Those are all coming up next week.
Chaille made Blue Apron last night for the whole crew here when we were recording our audio book for the audio version of the audible version of This Is Not Fame, and you made what did you make?
Enchiladas.
Spicy black bean enchiladas.
I went back 3 times for spicy black bean enchiladas. They were
Those
good.
are good.
Yeah.
And you can put as much of the creme fraiche in as you want, or you can leave it out completely. I mean, that's because we go less dairy.
I was wondering how much creme fraiche you had in that enchiladas.
I saw it when you went back for the 3rd time, and that's really what you were trying to do.
I was
deconstruct.
trying to put my finger on what it was.
Well, it's real easy. You just look at the card that they give you, and they even put pictures in, Chad.
They do. They
put
make it
pictures.
simple. They bring it right to your door. Like a paper boy, they'll throw it right through your front window. No! Blue Apron.
Blue Apron offers 3 plans. The 2-person meal plan. What is that? It's 2 to 3 recipes. Wait, no, that's wrong.
You think you know
We go
this
from
by
the top
now.
anyway. You said Blue Apron.
I did. Blue Apron offers 3 meal plans, Doug. The 2-person meal plan, the family meal plan, that's what Tracey and I get. That's 3 meals a week for 2. And they also have the wine plan. We talked about that a couple months ago.
Yeah, but where's the sad old spinster eating alone plan? That's what I want from Blue Apron. I'm just going to sit here and eat by myself.
That's everywhere.
I'll
that
just get
doesn't
the
have Blue Apron.
2-person plan and go, I'm going to eat yours since you didn't show up.
Fine. I'll just put it back in the oven.
Blue Apron is treating the Doug Stanhope podcast listeners to $30 off your first order if you visit blueapron.com/Stanhope. So check out this week's menu and get your $30 off at blueapron.com/Stanhope. That's really annoying. Let's stop doing that in general. Blue Apron, a better way to cook.
My bookie.
Yeah, I wish Kenny was here.
Why?
Because Kenny's the one I'm going to be betting with.
Oh. But my team's in. Tracey and I, in the football pool, we've got the Eagles. So I'm definitely betting on the Eagles.
I'm betting with mybookie.ag. MyBookie. Do you guys bet online, or do you still have some crony who's going to smash your nose flat like Artie Lang? Some fucking Portuguese Goomba down at the fucking meat shop. Is that where you're still betting with that guy?
It's not only antiquated, it's dangerous.
It's very dangerous. MyBookie, you'll never lose your thumbs.
Hey, this is the thing that I always like about Super Bowl props bets, the exotics. Those are the ones we go for.
Yeah, you can bet on. I've had 3 bets on a coin flip, whether it's heads or 3 bets on the coin flip.
Wait,
Heads or tails. Who's going to win and whether they elect to kick off or receive.
oh, I thought you bet either heads and then another bet was tails, and the other one was the coin
Right on
never
the- on the edge.
Either on the edge or the coin never lands.
Yeah, that's like an 11-1.
That was the year that David Copperfield was flipping the coin.
I have won on proposition bets. When you go to mybookie.ag, look at the amount of proposition bets that you can make. I've done props in the past. One year, this is before mybookie.ag. This is when I was some other fly-by-night piece of shit that went under. Mybookie.ag I promote because they fucking pay. I won because they do the USA Today always has the top rated commercials. If you're one of those fucking assholes who watches the Super Bowl just for the commercials still, even though they've sucked for like 20 years, there was one year they had a bunch of funny ones. And after that started
I think that started that, right?
yeah. But they always rate them. So there was a proposition bet for, what commercial would be the best rated. And since neighbor Dave worked for Frito-Lay, I went with Frito-Lay and they won I've won the color of Gatorade dumped over the coach's head.
The winning coach's head. Yeah, that's actually a bet. You can log on now and check out all the prop bets and get in the action, because that is exactly how we keep it alive here. Because if we were betting, we wouldn't fucking
this
watch.
Super Bowl fucking stinks. You're gonna have to bet on this Super Bowl to watch it.
Stay involved.
Philly against, all right. I'm from New England and I'm too bored with the fucking Patriots being a fucking Super Bowl. But last I looked, the line was 5.5. I'm taking the dog with the points because the Patriots, every Super Bowl, it seems like they win by 3. Last year got lucky on that overtime touchdown to win by 6. Yeah. But I think, it's going to be Patriots by 3. So take Eagles with the points. That's what I'm telling you. Or just bet on nonsense. Like the consistency of shit that the winning quarterback makes in his pants when he can't believe he's going to fucking Disneyland.
You'll have to look for that one. Hey, Doug, this is new. They even have in-game live betting, so we can actually place bets after kickoff.
Yeah, that's when you're panicking. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Hey, let me double down on the second half.
It's called a Kenny bet.
Yeah.
Cold cut Kenny.
It's called throwing good money after good when you bet with mybookie.ag.
Hey, mybookie.ag. You win, they pay without any hassles.
Join now and score free cash to place your Super Bowl wager on the house. Right now, mybookie.ag is giving away up to $1,000 to every new player. Sign up today and score an instant 50% bonus on your first deposit. That's right. If you join with $100, you'll get $150 bankroll to play with. That's what a 50% bonus is. Wait, 50%? If I give 100, I only get 50? No, it's a 50% bonus. See, you get 50%. Just trust me.
I like that you had to even explain it more than what they detailed.
Play, win, and get paid. I'm betting with mybookie.ag. Use promo code Stanhope to activate the offer. Hey, we're back.
Yeah, the number of times I have to explain to people what a bad tourist you are. Because that's always part of the sales pitches. We know everyone. We can go here. We can go there. It's like, Doug really probably won't want to do that.
Yeah, the interviews I've done with for all the Asian tour, I've used that reference. Listen, I'm like Carl Pilkington, the idiot abroad. I don't want to see shit. I don't want to see a temple. Like the fucking last One Night in Bangkok song. I'll be looking at all the dumb shit. I will ignore the fucking temples. There's some lyric that goes along with that.
So you can keep your bars and your temples, your massage parlors. No, that song mocks tourists, though.
Yeah.
Yes, it does. Yeah.
And I'm not tourist. I don't want to see your 13-year-old hookers either.
Yeah.
A ladyboy. If there were like ladyboys kickboxing, I'd watch that. and I'm sure that happens.
I think you just invented it.
No, there was a big famous one that was
kickboxing ladyboys.
Yeah. Well, one that they allowed into the sport.
I listened to that podcast, Kickboxing Ladyboy.
That would suck. You walk in to see Kickboxing Ladyboys on the marquee, but that's the name of an American cover band doing Mustang Sally and shit. Fuck. Finally, I thought I was going to go examine the culture. I have no idea what...
How are you going to be with the food?
Well, probably like everywhere else we go that I don't eat the food. There's a Subway.
Yeah, the McDonald's or a Subway. Yeah.
And he's bringing his cheese.
Yeah. The Japanese McDonald's are pretty good. They also have great Japan-only products.
I really am bringing toilet paper.
Oh, yeah?
Like I brought socks on that 7-week UK tour and threw a pair away every day. I think I'm going to bring a lot of toilet paper.
What if you just bring the socks and...
What if you can't flush it,
Yeah,
though?
just bring double socks and wear 2 pair of socks. Then you don't have to look like a weirdo walking in with toilet paper. It's
I don't
conveniently
know
just
how
your
you guys
extra socks.
shit, but I'm not a 2-sock man. I'm like a 5-sock man on a fucking good day.
Save it up. Save it up.
Yeah, I wipe a lot of ass because I have a drunkard's shit with a poor diet.
You need a bidet, dude.
No,
The Ericssons are very big on the bidet thing.
Yeah.
A lot of people are.
I want one, if only to diffuse the amount of shit that sprays all over the. I'll push it while I shit, so it's like a mid-air collision.
Oh, like when they're when a
battle bots.
when a dump truck offs its load of gravel, they got a guy spraying water to keep the
Dust down.
My new giant toilet's not helping me out a lot. I'm still having a lot of problems. That's why when you say 5 socks, I'm messy as fuck.
Isn't there
2 socks would work for me.
Shouldn't you?
Wait, tube socks or ankle socks?
Well, I have bigger feet than Doug too. I didn't think about that.
Couldn't you get the chickens in on this somehow?
I might wax my ass crack for this, so it'd be a smoother wipe.
Oh.
There you go. You could probably get that done in Ho Chi Minh City real cheap.
Before or after I shit.
I know a lady boy.
Wait, this is only $4? Who needs to wipe?
Do it twice.
Be back tomorrow.
Psyllium husk. That's what I need to bring.
Ugh.
Psyllium husk is the key to the no wiper. And satisfying.
Wait, your flights over there.
That would
Can't
be
you smoke on your flights going to Asia?
Oh no, but
they-
if I had like Junior Stopka as an opening act, I'd tell him that.
Oh, by the way, I inquired of a.
There is no smoking airline left in the
No,
world.
but I inquired of a flight attendant. Like, why do you still have that? And she says,
Still have what?
the smoking. And she says it's incredibly important on the Asian routes.
The no smoking announcement.
Yeah. Because you talked about a previous podcast about how they've kind of dropped that off, but then added the Stanhope rule of
Yeah, they've added the no drinking your own alcohol. Yeah, right.
Well, I just assume that some airlines in Asia, like maybe a state airline or something that never leaves Asia,
No, I've Googled it.
just to be able to
Airlines
just
where
to
you
be able
can
to
still
do it.
smoke. There's no such thing.
Wow.
But there are still people who think they can, though.
And there might be airlines where they turn a blind eye. Yeah, we have to say that, but go ahead.
Russia.
We don't really have any kind of oversight from the government. We have to say
That's
it.
supposed to be the one advantage of being on an airplane that's going down. You can finally get
Oh yeah, I guess so, right?
just get the cigarette.
Yeah. There's bigger problems coming up.
I really don't need to smoke on an airplane. Once I know I can't smoke, it goes away.
Huh.
But like here in the FunHouse, that's why that whole audiobook, I was one after another because I can. And it's a somewhat nervous kind of situation. So here I will smoke one after another. If I'm at a bar you can't smoke, I have to go outside, especially if it's fucking cold. Yeah, I smoke a lot less. If I have to go down 16 floors from a hotel room, I smoke a lot less. I get into an airport, I know I can't smoke. On an airplane, and plus on an airplane.
I was gonna say,
I'm drugged up and
yeah,
liquored
when
up.
I remember when we went to Amsterdam that one time, we were in first class and
I did that more for the funny.
it was funny, but I do remember even I passed out because I had my cool that gold sport jacket.
Oh,
and
you
I woke up, my entire glass of red wine was gone because it had spilled all over my jacket. And I had I love that jacket. And I go, oh, and it's the flight attendant comes over and she's like, let me help you. I'll get it. But I'm still kind of groggy because we were wasted. And I go into the first class bathroom, which is a little roomier, but I washed that entire sport coat in that little round sink.
Shit.
And then that smell of grandma's attic, because it had never been cleaned since I got it from the thrift store. And she hung it up in the thing and it was mostly dry by the time we got to where we were going. But we were completely out.
Nothing's ever really completely dry in Europe. Everything's damp. They're damp people in a damp land.
Didn't you have the patch on your?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
When on that same flight, that's when I had shaved out the top of my head into a friar tuck.
Yeah.
Just the top, and then I put a nicotine patch on my neck. I still have a picture of that. It's very off-putting.
In first class with the suits. Yeah. And
I can't believe we
Logie.
flew first class back then. Were they paying for it? I don't know.
that was the unbookables at the
That music
festival.
festival.
I don't remember
the
that being
Lowlands.
I don't
Lowlands Festival.
I don't remember that being a first class thing.
We flew first class one leg.
Musta.
I missed my flight. I had to fucking drive from Phoenix to Tucson Airport.
You mean Tucson to Phoenix?
Did we fly out of Phoenix?
Well, you wouldn't have driven.
No, because the flight was supposed to go from Vegas to Tucson, and I had missed it because the flights were so far apart, and Vegas isn't a fucking 24-hour airport. I flew in. They got me into Phoenix, and then I had to drive from Phoenix to Tucson to catch the flight that you were going to be on.
Vegas isn't a 24-hour
At 10 o'clock at night, there were no more flights going to Phoenix.
Oh, I have no idea what the fuck.
That's an odd way to put it, to say it's not a 24
Well, it's 24.
airport.
I mean, yeah, you can gamble there all night, but the fucking flights shut down.
Right.
There was nothing going out of there.
To Phoenix, maybe, but
Well,
I don't know.
No,
I think
I
you're
could
drunk.
get to Phoenix. I couldn't get to Tucson. Yeah, it was crazy.
Brian, what are you looking forward to on this tour? Because you used to live in a lot of these places.
Well,
Are you going to go back to that hostel and see if those people are still in the tri-bunks?
I wouldn't mind having a peek. Well, I could be a symbol for them. I could say, look, you two can make it. I was once one of you.
What about the other 7?
You'll have to get naked so they remember who you are.
Oh, and they'll remember.
No ring a bell. No ring a bell.
So, Tokyo, obviously.
Are you going to take me around to a bunch of shit I don't want to do?
No. I might not wake you up and then sneak out.
What do you want to do in Tokyo? What's the one thing?
I find Tokyo just being in it exhilarating, but let's.
Are you going to try to do time on stage?
What? What are you talking about?
What,
In Tokyo?
sometimes. Well, no. In places they'll never see you fail.
Oh, no, definitely not.
All right. Sometimes you get a wild hair. And
Oh,
you go,
yeah, I know.
"Oh, I think I'll try something. And
Yeah.
you'll go up with your little notepad
Uh-huh.
and you'll berate the audience, make them cold fish, and then bring me out.
Yeah. Uh-huh. It works very well.
How's your Japanese?
I might save that for Australia.
How's your Japanese?
Well, that's what I'm apprehensive about. It's clearly not. It's that thing about when you can't remember a word and your mouth opens and nothing comes out.
Yeah.
So
Maybe we should go to sushi tomorrow before we leave, and you could work it out down there in Sierra Vista at Hana Sushi.
that's right. I'm sure that's all it's going to take. Is a couple of fucking Magaru sushi rolls.
Does the Nicaraguan sushi chef speak Japanese?
I remember one time I was just telling Bruce from Audible that because Hennigan does speak fairly well, or I used to say fluent till now, Japanese, and we'd always goad you when we went to sushi to talk some shit because they're always amazed that some round eye can talk their fucking mother tongue. What, you just gave me that's racist look.
I was just trying
That's
to think.
us. We're round eyes, fuckface.
No, I understand that. I was just trying to think of, is that the way Hennigan refers to, is that a local?
What?
Round eye? Hey.
I'm
we love
round
you
eye. I
long
sleep
time,
on
round
bottom
eye.
bunk.
And one time you went in and I got you to talk in Japanese and you fucking went blabbering on and they stared at you like you had 10 heads and then you realized they're Korean.
Yeah, you realize. I mean, you can tell pretty quickly. It's what,
You could that night.
yeah. So, yeah, Tokyo's it's just a fantastic place.
All right, but there's nothing specific. You don't want to go down to fucking Dong's fucking.
I want to go to Akihabara, the place where all the electronics are. That you can only the electronic stuff you can only buy in Japan.
Is
my
it gray,
god!
what they call gray market stuff?
No, it's the product that's only sold in Japan because it's wacky or
Or you
different.
plug it in the wall and shove it up your ass.
Yeah, like all that sort of stuff. And then obviously I'd love to go around and look at like Shibuya and Shinjuku. They're fucking new areas that I've never even heard of that are, famous for something. Yeah, so
famous for
Tokyo's
something.
a fucking universe of joy.
In Vietnam, I want to teach him that it's pronounced pho. And I'm not going to say it any other way.
I like that.
You're talking about the noodle soup. Pho.
Yeah. Pho.
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 Fee.
Oh.
Phi.
Pho.
Thumb.
Yes, you win.
Thank you. Finally.
All right. We'll see you in Asia.
Then you're going to Australia and New Zealand?
In Australia.
And
We
New
come
Zealand.
home for 10 days
10,
or so.
12
Oh, you're coming home?
Yeah.
I thought you were just going to fill dates.
We're coming home for 10 days, but like 6 of those are in the air.
We actually have to turn around midair and start going the other way at some point. Then Australia fairly quickly, New Zealand, and then it'll be Canada.
Canada, and then I saw there's one date on there.
I
I mean, check the if you're on the mailing list, you're getting these. And if you go to DougStanhope.com, the road dates will be updated constantly because Hennigan's adding dates. But then you've got a UK date I saw in June.
Yeah, there's going to be a UK tour.
Yeah.
Are we going to do a sneaky, like, one-off gig in Cambodia and never admit that we were really in Cambodia?
Oh, that's funny. That's a very clever joke. I like that.
Hear that one soul laugh? That's what you're going to hear in a lot of these gigs in Asia while I'm dying on my ass.
You hope.
I hope.
One outburst. They might go to jail for that.
We were just reading that chapter in the audiobook. The one time Hennigan ever actually had to go on stage and pull me off the stage.
Oh, yeah.
Because I was just tanked and throwing it in the toilet and I wasn't going to stop. Yeah, this might be a whole tour of that.
At the Lakeshore Theater, I remember we did an Unbookable show. I recorded that, and at one point, it got so crazy. Brendan Walsh came up and said, "Chaille, you got to stop this." Brendan Walsh is usually the one running to the stage with a burning flag to start the show. He's like, "What are you going to do? You got to stop this." And you had
There was a flag involved in urine.
Andy had thrown the American flag. He came it draped on him, and then he threw it in where did he get a pail? He got pail.
Not like a full-size industrial garbage pail, round. I remember
there was a pail, like a mop bucket pail that you guys were using as an ashtray because you invited everyone up. Norm Wilkinson was doing his set from the front row. You brought everyone up to come smoke on stage, and then the show just kept going. Andy pissed on the flag in the bucket, and a trash can came out, and you sat in it, but then you sat in it to where like your head was sticking out and then your arms and legs, and you couldn't move, but you could still
my
smoke.
ass is all the way buried down, and my legs, my
Kicking
calves
out,
are sticking over the top, and my head's sticking out the top.
And finally, I just went, like, kind of snuck up behind you, grabbed the handle, and just slid you back through the curtain, and you're just waving.
Yeah, it was like such an over-the-top abortion of a show.
Yeah.
I don't think I could ever top even that one in Scotland in Inverness.
All right.
Wasn't anywhere close to this bad of a fucked up.
The Unbookables in Amsterdam was pretty bad.
That was bad, but we
festival.
weren't throwing it in the toilet bad. This one, we were like
It was the
basically
second show.
trashing the
It was
club.
the second show that night.
And it was probably 2 a.m. It had probably gone on for 3 hours, and it's just us. We won't kill it. Ritter, the booker.
Oh, yeah.
He's a fucking complete rummy, so he's fucked up. He doesn't care. It's hilarious to him.
That one comic was asleep the whole time in the back.
Oh, yeah.
You
Brian,
woke him to
what's his name?
Petrovka.
Yeah.
You woke him to do his set. He went right back and fell asleep, and then he came back out and did the other
Brian
set.
Petrovka from the Comedy Store?
No, that's
no.
Holtzman.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I almost said Holtzman.
Yeah.
No, this is Petrovka, that weird guy we brought to the desert that pissed everyone off.
Oh.
He looked like he was laying tile all day, and then he came to do that and slept basically in the green room. And we got there, and Ritter was buying us Jaeger shots at like 4 p.m. So I mean, it was doomed from the start. And it
I
was a
think we
2-show
might be
night.
confusing several shows at the Lakeshore Theater because a lot of them went south, but the one with the pissing on the flag and the trash cans, not a lot of people left because it was that over the top. It's like the same way you wouldn't leave a fist fight.
Right.
Like,
Somebody's
yeah,
gonna go to jail or get yeah.
Well, we got into Norm Wilkerson's hotel room, and then you shit your pants in the morning. So
yeah, that's a lot of different times at the lake shore.
No, that was all that night.
Really?
That was the only time that Wilkerson was there. Because Andy was there, because he left early. Yeah, that was a fucking crazy night, dude. Yeah.
Man.
And it started early.
If your life flashes before your eyes when you die, I'm going to be filming. All right. See you in Asia. See you in Bangkok. See you in Ho Chi Minh.
Get on the mailing list.
Yeah, and fill in your details correctly. If all you do is put in your name and your email address, that means we don't know where you live. And that means if we're targeting you, because we don't want to bombard everyone on the fucking mailing list.
It's called geo-targeting.
Yeah,
Get with it, people.
like, hey, we're doing one gig in fucking Hobart, Tasmania. We don't want to be emailing you in Shrewsbury, letting you know about this unless you have relatives.
We are playing Tasmania. I'm looking forward to that.
Oh,
Yes.
that's cool.
Just because it sounds like a funny place to be. Hey, I'm in Tasmania right now. Most people don't even know what hemisphere that's in. Much less, I didn't even know that it was part of Australia.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I find new stuff out.
Uh-huh.
And was the site of the biggest mass killing until Norway stole the pennant.
That's right. I remember that going down well on the last tour of Australia.
Ugh.
You had a bit about that.
I had a great bit about that. What do you mean? That went down fucking
I know it did.
fantastically.
I know. We've never done it in
In Tasmania, in Hobart?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, that's it. We'll see. What?
Pitch it to Murray Head.
Murray Head.
One night in Bangkok.
Oh, hey, One Night in Bangkok. If they sue us for the fucking using their song without exclusive rights,